Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm the Gentleman and this is the Gentleman's Pixel Club. And today we are playing Moon Patrol. And we're doing something a little bit different here. I used to be reasonably good at this game in the arcades, and we're going to play it through and try and complete the entire first section going from A to Z with one single credit. So I've recorded this, I obviously know what happens here, and the reason I wanted to give this a go is in the past I've spoken about a game called New Valley X on the MiSTer FPGA and how much I believed it was easier to play on this in terms of the timings were better, the memory muscle from if you've played the game a lot in your youth was better, and this is a game that I've just bloody died, unbelievable, but this is the game that would fit the criteria where the memory muscle should kick in, and if the timings are as accurate as they're meant to be, you know, I should remember how to play this and actually be able to get either to Z or past Z based on my skills in the past. It has been many years since I played this in the arcade. Every time I tried on main, I had a good go at it, but I wasn't really as good as I should have been. So this is really putting the MiSTer FPGA to the test in terms of how accurate it is, how good the timings are, and how good the ability is. In the background, you will see a suitable scrolling hills for this particular game, a suitable vector type background. I've been trying to put a lot more effort into these videos. I always put effort into these videos, but put the production costs up a little bit. And I found this wonderful channel on YouTube where they actually create these backgrounds. So I reached out to the guy and he was absolutely brilliant. He allowed me to license these. So I have a whole selection of these for different games that I'm going to be using. Won't always fit the game perfectly, but we're going to have a little bit more difference to the regular backgrounds that I use. It's all about adding quality, it's all about adding a little bit of fun, and I do this purely for a hobby because I had some health issues that are very much resolved at the moment. I'm absolutely delighted to say, but this has been a really great thing for me to do. I haven't done as many videos as I like to do. You know, I was trying to do at least one every day, every other day, but you know, I do have a real life job that I have to hold down. I do have real life commitments that I have to keep up, but beyond that, you know, it's a case of let's see what we can do. Let's make as many of these videos as I can, but I want to make these videos while I'm having fun doing the videos, not be in a situation where you know, I've got to get another video out, let's just record some shit and push it out. And to me, this isn't crap, you know, this is good, and I say great fun to do. This wasn't the video that I tried to do tonight though. I actually tried to do bollocks, died again. Fortunately I had another life, otherwise this would likely be game over. So I've got one life to get as far as I can down this track. You know, I haven't even beaten the high score yet. I'm only midway through at the J point and I've got to get to Z. So challenges ahead. Same as the challenges that I had today. This wasn't the video that I was going to do with the nice new backgrounds I've got. I wanted to do an emulation on the PC for a system that I've not done before, but it fits into the retro category. It's absolutely worth it. The console is the PlayStation 1 and it's old enough to be part of this channel, I think, and have no problems doing it, but the controller let me down, the emulator let me down, and I got to the point where thinking, sod it, let's just go back to something that I can do, that I can set up. Even though the emulator was previously set up on my PC with the controller working fine, yeah, I have no idea why it decided to dick about the way it did. Anyway, a little bit of frustration there. So you haven't got the exact video I was planning, but you have got one that I was planning to do at the weekend. I was going to do some of these 1 credit challenges because there are a few arcade games that I was good at. You know, this was a time when I wasn't so tied into my parents who didn't like me playing these type of games. I had the ability to acquire money, let's say, and go out and play just a little bit more on them, and this would have fit the bill for it. You know, great game, lovely game. And while playing this, I'm looking at my progress so far. You saw me a little bit earlier have to jump a whole load of mines. That is the first time playing this on the MiSTer FPGA, which again accurately recreates the arcade hardware through the FPGA side of the system. I've got through this without losing a life. So the memory muscle had kicked in, and in fairness, you know, look at the progress that I've got here. You know, yes, I've got an extra life when I got above who knows what points, but I'm doing pretty damn well considering of the absolute shoddy start that I had. You know, the aliens are coming thick and fast, and the key here is you're not trying to shoot the aliens in my eyes, you're trying to shoot the missiles. The missiles they throw at you is obviously what the most dangerous things, apart from the ground hazards that you have. So shooting the missiles, and hopefully the other bullets will hit the aliens at times, but if you can keep the missiles clear from hitting you, especially the blue aliens, you have like these triangle blue aliens that you've already seen, the missiles that they fire put holes in the ground, and this makes it a lot more challenging. There they are, they're on the screen now. Those guys that I've just cleared make it a lot more challenging because, you know, the environment suddenly changes, and you see how close some of those missiles are to hitting me. But again, it's speed up, slow down at the right time, try and get the timing right to take out the missiles. And I'm on the last stage. Yes, I've got one life left. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, but look at my time. I got it in 74. The average is 100. Obviously that goes down as you play this game, but I've broken a record. I'm on the highest score, and I've got another life as well. It's given me another life because I've passed 30,000 points, so it's looking like there is a chance I might be able to get to the end. Obviously it becomes a lot harder at this point. You know, those gaps are a bit more bigger to jump, and damn it, I've fallen down a hole. There wasn't even any enemies in the sky, but the gaps are bigger to jump, so you got to be a little bit more careful here. If you're enjoying these videos, if you're enjoying the channel, you know, thank you, and thank you for coming back to watch these. I want to thank each and every one of the subscribers I've got here at the moment. You are each very valuable to me and very important. This is a hobby, and the subscribers that I see is a indication that I'm doing something right, an indication that the channel is heading in the right direction. So if you are a casual viewer finding this for the first time, your subscription would mean a lot. But more importantly than that, I want to thank all of you that have subscribed. Your subscription means even more because you've chosen to stick with this channel. You may have been here from the beginning, you may have watched it evolve over time. You know, there has been a lot of changes, I think, from when you look at the first videos that I did, and the first one was Death Chase on the ZX Spectrum, compared to where we are now. You know, I'm learning the trade, I'm learning the skill, and I'm loving making these for you. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much to each and every one of you that has chosen to subscribe. If you're not subscribed, I hope I'm making content that appeals to you. And as I said earlier, you have to watch the missiles. I've been killed by a missile there. I'm on 0 lives. And, you know, this is where it gets hard. The goal here is to get to the end. I've got the horrible triangle ones here that I've got to take out and watch the hole in the ground. Too many of those, you then got a problem. I'm moving along quite steadily, and you know, got to jump that gap, create another one, and you've got the missiles going in, and I died, but I got so near. Look at that, very close to Z, but game over. Nearly achieved it, but I'm so pleased with my skills that kicked in from what I've done before. Anyway, I'm the Gentleman. This is the Gentleman's Pixel Club. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.
Would you like to play again?